Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about Issac Pitbull Cruz. I also want to talk about Shakur Stevenson. It's been ordered. It looks like these two are on par to meet at some point very, very, very soon in the near future. I'm just going to have some quick thoughts on this fight. First, I just want to say I think this is a very, very bad style matchup for Issac Pitbull Cruz. It's a great style matchup for Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to break both of these down for you. Really quick, if you like what you're hearing, if you love the videos, if you love the content, please like, please share, please subscribe, and also please share it with a friend. So let's get back to this video. So let me just start with why it's great for Shakur Stevenson. It's great for Shakur Stevenson because Pitbull is a very aggressive fighter. He has to be due to his style, the way of fighting, his height, his short arms. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to get in close. And he, that's just the way he fights. He's a tremendous body puncher. But besides that, besides pressure and body punching, that's about it. And power, that's about it. I really like Issac Pitbull Cruz. I think he comes to fight. He's very entertaining. He's like a little miniature Mike Tyson. But outside of that, I don't think his skills will play well with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson has unbelievable footwork. He is a true master of the ring, and he's really young. He's only getting older. He's only getting wiser and better at his craft, which is a very scary thing for the rest of the division or whoever he chooses to fight in the future. A laser jab that he will use, knows how to use, and he's getting stronger. I've been noticing that his physique, he's been getting stronger. Even in the clinch, he's been getting stronger, and he's growing into his body. And that also is that's not going to help future opponents as well. I just don't see anything that Issac Cruz can do with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson can fight up close. He can be in a telephone booth and fight if he has to, but he doesn't choose to. Listen, I agree with Floyd Mayweather. The less punishment you get, the longer you last in this game. But not only that, I just think the less wear and tear you take, the longer, longer you last in the game, but also it makes you slicker over time. You're just honing your skills. You're sharpening your blade. And I think Shakur Stevenson is a true master in the ring. I think he understands boxing. I think he more than understands distance. He understands ring generalship. He has a true boxing IQ. He's doing this while in the fight. He's controlling the range. He's controlling where they match up. If he doesn't want to fight you over there, he's not going to fight you over there. He's going to bait you back over here. He's going to back you over here. He's going to do what he has to do. And he's a guy who's playing chess, and he's thinking steps ahead. And then you have Issac Pitbull Cruz, who is a very aggressive guy. His main thing is to back you up, get you on the ropes, and then unleash the dogs. That's all the game is. The game plan never changes. The game plan is more than likely always going to stay the same. Back him against the ropes, unleash the dogs. And I just don't see him doing that with Shakur Stevenson. Now, for Issac Cruz, it's a tough one, because if I were in his camp or I knew him personally, I would say, I don't think this is the fight that we want. I don't think this is the fight we want. Let's see if we can fight somebody else or whatever, but this is not the fight we want. If we're looking to get in title contention, if we're looking to get a title, if we're looking to have much bigger fights down the road, we don't need to be taking on Shakur Stevenson. And I felt like he might just be getting fed to Shakur Stevenson. Because I think overall, we, the consumers, the fans, are kind of getting fed up and like, listen, all right, these little guys got to fight. These little guys have to fight at some point. We can't just keep dancing around the circle and we'll find another guy to stick them in there with so they'll look amazing again. No, these little guys who are the top of their divisions, they need to get it on. They need to fight. They need to scrap. We need to see who's who, in these divisions. At the same time when we had Porter, we had Thurman, we had Danny Garcia, we had Earl Spence, and they started fighting each other. And suddenly, somebody rises to the top. Same thing down, credit to Teofimo and George Kambosos, Devin Haney, Lomachenko. All right, you guys have gotten it on. We still need to see something happen with Tank. We still need to see something happen with Shakur, and they need to put some respect in Shakur's name and put him in the mix. It seems like they always kind of leave that name off of it. Pitbull is a threat. I think he is a threat in the division. I think he is a threat to the likes of the names that I just mentioned. I just don't think this is the particular style matchup that's going to do him justice, that's going to allow his gifts to shine. This ain't it. This fight will not allow Pitbull to shine at all. Pitbull needs to fight somebody like George Kambosos. He needs to fight somebody like that. He needs to fight somebody like even a Lomachenko. He needs somebody like that. And I know it's crazy to say like a Lomachenko, but Lomachenko's hittable. He is, you can tag him. And I think Pitbull is not going to be intimidated by his tricks or anything like that. And I think he could just rush him. May work, may not work, but still, I think he has more of a chance. And Lomachenko's a lot smaller as well. That's the reason why I think that's just a better style matchup for Pitbull. With Shakur Stevenson, this is not it. If I were on his team, I would find some way to wiggle out of this. We'll be happy to fight you, just not this year. We'll be happy to fight you, just probably in 2 years or so, a year or so. I'm not in the mood to fight you right now. I don't feel comfortable in my career to fight you right now. Pitbull's already gone up against Tank and he came up short, which is the top name at, in the lower divisions. And then they go up against Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to say like it's a setup and they're trying to get Pitbull out of there, but I am trying to say I think these promotions are starting to hear the voices of us, the people. We're the ones buying these fights. It's us who truly have power. It's us. If we want to see something, that's what they need to make. And maybe they're, it's a possibility they're hearing us. And because they're hearing us, like, okay, you want to see these guys fight each other? Cool. Pitbull and Shakur Stevenson. Pitbull's the youngest out of all of these guys, first and foremost. Secondly, you threw him in there with Tank. And I don't believe when he was put in there with Tank, anybody was expecting Pitbull to make it out of the fifth round, to be honest with you. Maybe the sixth. I don't think that was the plan. Oh, this little guy, he's going to do something. He's going to shake up the division. I don't think that was the plan. I think it was like, you know what? This guy has a couple knockouts. Tank's a knockout artist, but he doesn't have the skill setting of Tank. Put him in there. Why not? Let the guys mix it up. We know he's going to win, but let the guys mix it up for about 4 or 5 rounds. Tank's going to end up knocking him out, but he's going to put on a good showing. Everybody's going to be happy. We're going to rank it in the money. Just so happened, Pitbull lived up to his name. He's a Pitbull. He didn't back down. He came to fight, and that's exactly what he did. Okay, that being said, that's because of that particular style matchup. This particular style matchup is horrible for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Horrible. If, I get it. You want to get your hands on some gold. I get it. You want to get in the conversation with the guy who has the gold. But this ain't it. This is not it. This is a terrible matchup for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Great matchup for Shakur Stevenson because he's going to dance around Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Then he's going to say after the fight, look at what Tank did with you and look at what I did with him. I played with that guy. I just got some rounds in. I got some sparring in. Tank actually had to fight him. He had to fight him off. And that's going to lead to something else, which would be, again, great for Shakur Stevenson. But it is going to be the narrative in the end. And he won't be lying in the end because styles make fights. So, like I said, I just think this is a bad style matchup for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I do think it's a great style matchup for Shakur Stevenson. Either way, I will definitely be watching. Everybody knows I love Shakur Stevenson, and you can't miss when you watch Isaac Pitbull fight. So why not? But in the end, If I was in that man's side, I would say, hey, bro, I think you need to pull out of this fight and look for another fight. Those are my thoughts. Drop your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And as always, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel.